Hey lovies, welcome or welcome back to my channel, Extreme Tarot, where we do moon readings, pick a cards, and zodiac readings. Today we are doing a pick a card reading to see how compatible you are with your person. We're not really going to be looking into what's going on in your situation right now or how they're feeling about you. It's really just like, this is how you are and this is how they are. We're doing it all with tarot, so I'm not using oracle cards, shocker, because I love oracle cards, but I just wanted to keep it like straightforward today. So here are the three piles. We have pile 1 with the Spirit Song Tarot and the Mexican Calcite. We have pile 2 with the Tiger's Eye and the Mystic Mondays Tarot, and pile 3 with the Everyday Witch Tarot and the Selenite Heart. So go ahead and pick your pile. Pause the video if you need to, and I'll see you there, okay? Alright guys, so if you chose pile 1 and Mexican Calcite, this is going to be your reading to see how compatible you are with your person. So these are your cards. We have the 10 of Acorns, the 9 of Shells, the 6 of Crystals, and the Ace of Feathers. I did like a Wands, Cups, Pentacles, and Swords card for each of you. It took forever to pick these cards. For your person, we have the 5 of Acorns, the 2 of Shells, the 7 of Crystals, and the 3 of Feathers. Alright, so right off the bat, the first thing I'm getting is that your person could be a lot more emotional than you. You could be somebody that's sort of like more practical, clear-headed, logical. Because like even like the first thing I'm noticing is right here in these swords signs, you have the Ace of Feathers and they have the 3 of Feathers. Usually the 3 of Feathers is portrayed as like a heart with 3 swords in it. So it's like the realm of emotions is kind of like in that card, you know what I mean? And it's like your person's just like the Ace of Feathers, clarity, like mental clarity. Oh yeah, it says that. And foundation. So like I feel like their foundation in life is maybe like they're a more mental person. Like earth and air kind of a person, and you're maybe a more like fire and water kind of a person. Like you have maybe like really high ups and downs, or I'm sorry, your person has really high ups and downs because your person is the 5 of like this side right here. Sorry, I just mixed that up if that's confusing. But yeah, I feel like you guys are definitely the more like level-headed ones for sure. And okay, so going over to the Wands cards. So, okay, you got this 10 of Acorns and they got the 5. So, again, I feel like they could be a little bit less emotionally mature than you. With the 10 and the 5, I'm thinking like they're like, they could be younger than you, like half your age or something like that. Or like just like significantly younger than you in some way. Not just like a year or two, you know. And if that's not the case, doesn't have to be. They could just be like I said, less mature. Like they've got some growing to do a little bit, or they could just have really strong emotions that are like really overwhelming, and they just haven't really figured out how to deal with it. Now, one situation I'm seeing that could be like, hi, Bubby, that could be presenting itself. Like, say you guys work together and you're in like a relationship and you get in a fight or something, like even if it's like not at work, just like you've been in a fight with your person, and like you go to work and you have responsibility and dedication, so it's like you can sort of like put that to the side, focus on your work. Okay, let's just like be professional, let's wait till we get home. Whereas your person is like, how can you work right now, like I'm like dying inside, like what is this? They might be trying to like fight, like, you know, hash it out at work when you're like, listen, like we're at work, like, you know, we have to like take care of our responsibilities, like we could deal with this later. It's like very challenging for them to deal with, especially if they're angry or something, or maybe there's someone that kind of turns their sadness into anger. So that's like the first thing I'm getting, something to look out for. Then we're going to move on to the cups here. You have the 9 of Shells, gratitude and fulfillment. They have the 2 of Shells, union and harmony. So again, I think there's this sort of sense that your person maybe is a little more codependent, a little more needy than you are. Like they need constant like reassurance. They need like tangible things to sort of know that things are okay with you. They could need like constant reassurance. Whereas you're kind of like chill on your own. You're like a happy little penguin over here. Like you're feeling good no matter what. I feel like you could have a lot of admirers and like a lot of people that maybe like look up to you or like are constantly like giving you compliments or something like that, like you get a lot of adulation, whereas like I feel like your person almost like needs you to like fulfill that in them. And in a way it's cute. I'm not trying to make this sound bad. Like your person like doesn't want adulation from anybody else, like they only want it from you. But there is that kind of disconnect there where I feel like you're kind of like looking away, like, oh, like you think I'm pretty, like, oh, you think I'm hot, like whatever, like you like the adulation from other people. Also talking about your love languages, I feel like yours could be gift giving or receiving gifts, and your person's could be like physical touch. So that's just something like if that resonates, but there could be, I don't see that you maybe have the same love language, and like I was saying, they need more like tangible proof, like, or even quality time. That could be what it is. Like when if you're busy or you have shit to do, they could just feel very neglected and unloved and take it as a sign that you don't love them or care about them. Like they feel like harmonious when like you guys are together, and like whereas I feel like you could solicit admiration from multiple sources. So you're pretty much chill no matter what. You could have people like bringing you things, like doing nice things for you all the time, and that could also be your love language, where like acts of service or gifts, where it's like, no, for me, like thank you, like acting like, oh, like, but you know what you're doing over there, I feel like. But it's not a bad thing. It's like it's pretty pure. So if you're somebody, I mean, I feel like they could be the jealous type. And again, that could be what that 5 of acorns things is, because that's like a competitive energy where they would feel like very, like, again, they were feeling that competitive energy, like other people are after you and they don't handle it well. For you, I feel like even if you have a lot on your plate, I don't know if I would say that I get a lot of jealous stabs coming from you, because I feel like you're pretty secure because this person is like all about you and you know it. But I just feel like maybe even this connection being a burden sometimes, but it's like, this is a horse, and like horses are known for freedom and stuff like that. So I don't feel like this really like affects you in the same way that your person is affected. And that could just be the way you both are, like I was saying. So like they're just a lot more emotional and like quick tempered and things like that. Whereas you're more like, listen, like I have to do what I have to do here, and like period. Like I'm not like, we have to be professional at work, like this isn't the time. And I feel like your person could almost be very upset when something like that happens. Like that's just one example. Like another example could be like if you guys have kids and you like, you know, and it's like we're not going to fight about this, like we have to wait till the kids are asleep, like, you know, something like that, where it's just not the right time, but your person's emotions just like overtake them, and then like they have to hash it out now. I also forgot to say, if you're feeling like, you know, this could be flipped, I guess it could, but I just like to say like you and your person. So I never, like, I feel like that's like unspoken though. The energies could be flipped. Moving down to the crystals, we have the 6 of crystals and the 7 of crystals. I feel like, again, like this is when I see like 2 people on the card here for you. And I feel like you have a very practical outlook on your connection with your person. You're like, if you're chill, like I'm chill. Like, I feel like you are grateful for the time you get to spend with them, and this is a very physical card. So again, that could speak that you enjoy the physical nature of this relationship. Again, it could be gifts. It could be like the sex and things like that, even though it would usually be fire energy. I feel like that was really talking about the more like if you're in conflict, like what would happen, how you both act in this case. But synergy and gratitude, I feel like you think that, you know, you and your person have like a good chemistry, like you do in a physical way. You like enjoy, like maybe you really enjoy their like physical body, like you think that they're like really nice to look at, like there's a lot of things you do enjoy about them. Maybe they're like a hard worker, you feel like they're good at what they do and things like that, and you do enjoy that, and you're just kind of chill to like leave it at that maybe. But it's like your person is almost like waiting for more to like transpire with the 7 of crystals. Like they're waiting for results, options, like they have a lot like riding on this, they feel like emotionally. And I get the sense that they could kind of like huff and puff, like walk away, like, you know, kind of pretend like I'm done with this, like, you know, and then like kind of come back or something like that. Like they try like different tactics to get results out of you. And then like about your values and things like that, I feel like with the 7 of crystals, their life could kind of be like on pause, where they're like waiting to sort of move forward with something. Like they could be in school, for example, and like need to like graduate and all that kind of stuff, or they could be like waiting for a promotion or working at a dead-end job, like trying to figure out what they want to do next. And for you guys, like your values, I think you're just kind of like, with the Six of Swords, it's almost just like, yeah, like you could, you know, pop in my life. Like, I like when I see you, I'm happy to see you. Like, you know, kind of like we could just like give and take what we got in the moment. And like, then it's like, but I feel like after that, it's like you kind of just like live your own life. And I feel like your person is a lot more invested in this connection than you. With the Six of Crystals, it is like a man and a woman. I don't know, is that a meerkat or what the fuck, prairie dog? I don't know what those are supposed to be, but it's almost like, I feel like you do want your person to be happy, but at the same time, it's like you just wish things could always be kind of chill. I feel like you're a pretty chill person over here yourself. So it's almost like I'll be chill if you're chill. Like you feel like your person creates a lot of like the drama, or if you're not together, like I feel like that could be a potential thing where you're pretty balanced with the Six of Crystals and harmonious and feeling pretty cool all the time, and your person is more just feeling a little unfulfilled with the Seven of Pentacles. Like they're waiting for more. They're waiting for like the harvest. They're waiting for like the fruit to like ripen. Like they want more out of this, I think, maybe than you do. And then we're moving on to the Ace of Feathers and the Three of Feathers, which we kind of already talked about. But again, there's like this like super emotional energy coming through. Like for instance, when you're trying to like have a discussion about something, like again, you're the Ace of Feathers, you're very clear, like you have like probably like with the foundation, like good arguments, like, okay, well, like you're coming from a place of reason and they're coming from a place of pain or frustration, I'm saying here, like, and things like that. Like their emotions are very overwhelming that they feel for you, so they're not really able to like meet you on that level. They could be the type to like bring other people into the argument, like, well, my brother thinks that you're being a bitch, my brother thinks that you're being a dick, like whatever, like, you know what I'm saying? Like there could be an element of that where you're more so just like, listen, like cut the shit, like what is this like problem really? I don't care what your brother thinks about me, but like let's just like deal with this like issue like between the two of us. Like let's just like look at the facts. Like you're like a very like, let's look at the facts. And like your person is like, but this is how I feel, and da, da, da. It's not about, it's like you're coming at it from like two different perspectives. So again, it's not saying like, yes, this is compatible, or no, it's not. I mean, I think your person definitely is more invested in this than you. Why are these like upside down? Is definitely more invested than you are. But I mean, if you're watching a reading on them and stuff like that, like maybe, why is this not centered? Hello. I mean, if you're watching a reading about them, again, maybe you like sort of do want to like see how this could go a little bit further or something like that, or you're thinking about investing more into them, but like you don't know because maybe you've seen some like, you know, red flags that kind of like, and you're just kind of like, whoa, like that's just a little too much for me. So let's see the sexual energy. Just some things to think about and just get a realistic picture of the two of you. But what's the sexual compatibility? So we have the Nine of Pentacles, the Five of Swords. All right, the Knave of Swords, which I think is the Page of Swords, and the King of Wands. All right, I feel like, all right, let's see, and then the Justice card on the bottom of the deck. I feel like your person, again, like I'm getting this sense, like you see how she's like laying back, like they're supposed to be banging it out, and he's like trying to cut off a piece of her hair to save for later. Like he's like, I don't want to let you go. Like I feel like he, like the guy in the card, but like they really like miss you when you go away. It's like they really feel like a piece of them is missing. They maybe are someone like, oh, like can you leave your shirt here, like, which is normal, like, you know, but like they really like miss you when you go away. And then I feel like they really like as far as like the sexual passion and things like that, I feel like I'm like, this is, sorry, I forgot to say this is your side and this is their side, but I think they really like love like the feel of you. Again, I was getting that like physical touch thing. I think and whereas with you, I feel like you enjoy looking at your person more. I feel like this is you, like, hey, like you could think your person's like super, super attractive and things like that. And your person really more so enjoys like the feel of it. Not that they don't think you're attractive or things like that, but like, again, the feel, I wasn't even thinking about it like that, but like the feel of your skin, but also like, it's like a very sensual experience for your person. In a more like romantic way. And with the 9 of Pentacles coming through and the 5 of Swords, I wouldn't be surprised if there was some sort of like betrayals, or like you were like talking to other people at one point, or they caught you talking, like saw like a text from someone in your phone. Like with the 5 of Swords, there's some sort of like underhanded tactics. They could also use sex as a weapon in a way where they're like, because like you clearly seem to really enjoy it here. You think they're really attractive and stuff, so they could be like flaunting stuff in your face, like a winning at any cost kind of an energy, where they're trying to like use sex as a weapon, like I was saying, to like lure you back in. But it's stemming from a place of like, I think, sadness and longing. And now for you, you got 2 court cards, like the Page of Swords, it would be, and the King of Wands. So I feel like you have like sort of like the upper hand here, even though you enjoy like looking at them and exploring different things with them. You think they're super hot. You're like, I feel like they're maybe like the hottest person you've ever been with. Like you're just like really, really enjoy it and things like that. And I also think you get some sort of comfort from the sex, with that whole synergy and gratitude. Again, it's like, I feel like if you could just like have sex with this person, like soak up the good feelings and then go about your day. Not like you just want to use them for sex, but almost like, could we do this without having like this big emotional discussion afterwards? Could we do this without having like a little nervous breakdown like 5 minutes later or something like that? I feel like that's how you feel about the sex. Like almost like, I love to look, I love to feel it, like, but then like, let's leave it at that kind of. And I don't know. I feel like you are happy to sort of be like the not submissive like in an S&M way, but almost like you'll let the other person kind of take the lead sometimes, and then you'll take the lead some other times. I feel like you really do feel like a sentimental, soft thing for them. We had gratitude coming through twice for you, so maybe like you feel like they helped you through a rough time or something like that. But at the same time, like, their emotions are just like a little too much for you sometimes, and you see them more from a more like, this feels good to me right now, and like I'm doing me, and like I'm just gonna do this, whereas like they think that like this could be like the be and end all of like, be all end all, is that how you say it? I can't even think right now, but of like their existence here. So, all right, I guess we are going to leave it there. I hope you enjoyed that reading and it shed some light on different ways you guys are compatible and not. Thank you so much for watching this reading. And if you enjoyed it, please like, comment, or subscribe to my channel. Okay. Okay. Leo, no. Alright guys, so if you chose pile 2 and the Tiger's Eye crystal, this is going to be your reading. Leo baby, please. To see if you are compatible, you and your person. So let's just lay out the cards and I'll explain it. So we have the 7 of Wands. These are your cards, the first 4 I'm going to lay out. The 2 of Cups, the 9 of Pentacles, the 9 of Swords, and then this is your person. Leo, honey, please. The 4 of Wands, the 7 of Cups, the 2 of Pentacles, and the 2 of Swords. Okay. There's a lot of 2s here, and the 4 of Wands. So you could be in some sort of relationship with this person already, because there is like a lot of that sort of like indicated here. But all right, so the first thing I'm noticing is with, I think like you're somebody that is a very mental sort of a person. I think that you need a lot of like mental stimulation in order to be attracted to somebody. I feel like you're somebody also that is very like wary of people like promising you the world and things like that. Whereas I feel like your person is pretty much more like stable and kind of like doesn't have those same concerns. They just kind of have like a easy breezy like vibe with life here, and they're not like look like always like on guard for like an argument. So maybe you come from like a very like arguey family, and your person comes from like a super like chill happy home, so like you're used to having your like emotions invalidated, like you're used to having to always like fight for what you, I don't know, I guess believe in, but just like fight for your opinion. Like, you know, it's like you can't say anything without like getting like having people coming at you, whether it's like your family or your past relationships or whatever it is. It's like there's some sense where like you could be a little bit more combative and your person is just a little bit more joyful. And again, like this isn't saying like no, you're not compatible or yes you are. It's just like these are things to think about, things that obviously can be worked on. If you want to like sustain like a healthy and happy relationship, yeah, you definitely have a lot more like fire in your tank here, because you have 7 and they have 4 wands. So you're like a very determined person, whereas like your person could kind of be a little bit like, oh, they're chill, like, they'll get to it, like, you know what I mean, but they're like chill right now, like sitting at home or something like that. I'm kind of getting, whereas like you're like going out there to like fight your battles and like get what you want, like very determined, like you'll take on the whole world if you have to, and like your person's like, I'll just be here, like have fun, like, you know. I'm honestly not even getting like a bad vibe, like this isn't compatible. I'm just getting that like you're a lot more fiery than your person. Like your person's fire is a little bit more of like a joyful enthusiasm, and you're like a determined, like, I don't know, like a little aggressive. I'd say that you're a lot more aggressive than your person, and maybe that's something like in your like romantic relationship that you notice, like you were the aggressor a lot of the times and your person was kind of just like more passive, and I feel like you're more like active. And it doesn't have to be just in your relationship, but I feel like in life and things like that. And that, you know, honestly, that's if you're two like hotheads going at it, I mean, that may not be a recipe for a sustainable relationship, you know? So it doesn't, even opposite doesn't necessarily mean bad, but you might have to pipe down sometimes. All right. And then, okay, we have the 2 of Cups and the 7 of Cups. I feel like you're somebody, like I was saying, you like enjoy a mental connection and a physical connection, probably most of all. I mean, this is the 2 of Cups, so of course emotional connection too, but I feel like the mental connection and like the touch are like very important to you. I feel like your love language could be physical touch or words of affirmation. You really like hearing nice things about yourself, and I think you like to give it back as well. You really, I don't think, can truly love somebody until you feel like they're like your mental match, and if that's missing, it's not the same. And even if other things are different, race, age, whatever it is, like, you know, status, like as long as that mental connection is there, there's a lot that you'll like overlook. Your person, again, is a little more passive. Like their cups energy is kind of all over the place. It's the 7 of Cups. I feel like love is something, it's like in one of the cups, but there's like other things to be considered too. They're not somebody, I don't think, that falls in love easily, whereas like where you, I feel like you see someone, you feel that mental connection or whatever it is that you're like really looking for, like, and you know like this is the one, blah blah blah. I feel like your person might need a little bit more time to figure it out. They're confused a little bit. They could be just someone that's like more of a dreamer than a doer, and like we've already seen, like you are a doer, and like I feel like this is your person like sitting in their house like dreaming about you, but it's like, okay, you could like pick up the phone. Like, you know, maybe you like noticed that like before you guys were dating or something like that. Because I don't know if you guys actually are together or not. It's hard, like I said, I'm not really looking into like where you guys are at like at all. I'm more so just looking into like the compatibility as a whole, so I'll try to talk about both situations. But sorry, I keep like messing with these cards. But yeah, so I feel like, again, your person, someone where their emotions are kind of all over the place. They have other things, like love isn't like their main priority in life, and they're emotional. Leo, honey, please just sit next to me for now. I love you. Yeah, their emotions are something that they've maybe need to like work on a little bit. Like, even though I know before I was like, you have 7 and they have 4, I'm not really feeling it the same way. I'm feeling like, because you have 2 and they have 7, I don't feel like they have more emotion than you. I feel like you're just like better at dealing with your emotions, and theirs is like scattered and they don't know what to do with their emotions. Like maybe it is like that they have more and that it's overwhelming, which was kind of coming through in pile 1 as well, but it was in a different way. Whereas like that person was like a little extra and like, you know, needing to talk and blah blah blah. I feel like your person would more just like stay. It's like almost like a Piscean energy where they would like stay and like dream and like fantasize and like think, but it's a very pensive sort of an energy. So again, like this mental, I feel like they kind of process love in a mental way as well, but they have a tougher time like organizing their thoughts a little bit. No. Get it out, Bubby. It's a chicken. It's a little chicken outside. Get down. Go ahead. Now you're being a bad boy. You're being a bad boy. All right. Okay, so then moving on to like the pentacles. Okay, I feel like what's funny here is, stop, honey. I feel like you're somebody that likes to be like pampered and just always told, like, I feel like you're used to being maybe like the belle of the ball here, like, and you like, stop. Like almost like maybe like your partners, you like to like fawn over you, do nice things for you. Like who doesn't? But like, you know what I'm saying? Like you like expect that sort of a treatment. Whereas like your person is more like, let's be a team. And you kind of want to be like the queen, if that makes sense, or king, you know? And you, not like you want this person to be your slave or like wait on you, but I think like you more so enjoy, but you're like looking over at this person very fondly, like, oh, like I'm the queen, but like I love you, like, you know, like I feel like getting a sense of loyalty, like you, one of your values could be like loyalty, and your person with the 2 of Pentacles, I feel like I was saying again, or they could be somebody that kind of splits, like the relationship again isn't like their number one concern, whereas like I feel like I'm getting a sense that, Leo, honey, please, like you like to be treated like a queen, but then you treat the other person like a king, whereas like your person could be a little bit more basic, and like it's not all like with you, I feel like this adorned kind of an energy, and your person is just like a little orb here, like I will like give back what I get back. Like there's a very equal balance here, where they are on the same level as you in a way, but they like, I feel like you expect maybe a little bit more like glamour or something in your relationship. I don't know how to explain this. Like I feel like you want to be like waited on. I feel like you want to be like, because with these leaves here, I'm kind of getting an image of like a Greek goddess and like those people that like wave those big feathers on them and like feed them grapes. Like I don't think you literally want to be fed grapes. Oh, aren't there usually grapes on the 9 of Pentacles card? Yeah. So that's funny. Like I feel like you just want to be like pampered up and like treated like the queen. And your person more so sees a relationship, like the physical aspect of this relationship, as both of you putting in equal effort. So maybe you might have to take it down a notch over there, like, or maybe not, like, you know, maybe you'll teach this person how to do it your way or whatever. But yeah, I feel like there is some sort of discrepancy there where they'll be thinking like us and you'll be thinking like, I'm the queen of the world, like I'm the belle of the ball, like I should be pampered like a princess or a queen, like kind of a thing. So that's kind of funny and adorable. Okay, so now moving into your mental energy. Yes, you have a lot of mental energy. We have the 9 of Swords. I feel like if, and I feel like your person is somebody that like shuts down with the 2 of Swords, and maybe like if you say you guys are in a fight or trying to talk about something, they could just like get really quiet, and then it could in turn like have this sort of triggering effect on you where you're like panicking and you're like, oh my god, like I did something to ruin this, like they don't like me anymore, like they're gonna break up with me, like da 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 da, like it's just like the wheels start turning and it's like choo choo choo, like there's this like even though like this is like a clear starry night, everything is fine, like it's just maybe your person just needed space for whatever reason. Maybe they're going through something, maybe they're a little pissed off at you, but I feel like when they shut down, you take it very personally, and you guys would have to work on your communication in that way, where you would have to be like, listen, like, you need to give me a sign. If you need to shut down, that's fine, but just like, you know, say bye before you go, so I know it's like, you know, you're coming back, or like it's not something I did, or like I'm not going to be like going crazy over here. Like, and I don't feel like it's like coming from a demanding place, like I need to know where you at, like at all times, like where you're at all times. Like, I feel like it's more just like, please, for my own sake, just like give me a heads up, because, or a little hint, like, because otherwise, like, I'm gonna make myself like literally go nuts for like 3 days straight. Like, you know, which again, it's not like it's someone else's job to like reassure you necessarily, but I feel like you are a very independent person. We have like 2 9s and a 7 coming through, so I don't feel like you're like, oh, I need you to be with me at all times. I feel like you're chill on your own here. Like, you'll go, I don't know, take on the world in the meantime, but it's like when you're in a relationship and like, you know, you have a commitment to somebody and they have a commitment to you, it's like, listen, like, this is what I need from the relationship. I need to like just be like, hey, like, I need a little space for a minute. Like, it's nothing you did. It's just for me. I need it. Like, okay. Like, I feel like you would be okay with it, but your person doesn't maybe like do that, and they kind of just like put the block up, and then and leaves you feeling insecure and things like that, and worried like a lot. All right. So now let's see the sexual chemistry. This is going to be your person, and this is going to be you. What is the sexual compatibility? All right. We have the 6 of Cups. And the 5 of Wands. And then we have the 10 of Wands for your person. And the 10 of Pentacles. Okay. And then the 8 of Swords on the bottom of the deck. I don't know what I said, but this is your side and this is your person's side. I might have said it backwards at first. But, okay, so we have for your side the 6 of Cups and the 5 of Wands. So I feel like you could have some issues when it comes to sex. Like, you could be, like, very insecure because, like, with this card, this person's, like, looking out the window and, like, looking at 2 people, like, having sex, like, kind of being a creep. But, and then also, like, the 5 of Wands, again, that is a card of competitiveness and like other people like competing maybe for your partner's attention. Maybe like the person that you're into is like super attractive and you know that like a lot of people want to be with them, and it's almost like, again, they could have like picked someone over you in the past or something like that, because the way you're like thinking about sex with your person is very like nostalgic and sentimental, but I feel like there's like a tinge of sadness here where it's like you don't really believe that you could ever be like attractive as maybe like other people that they've been with, or like you don't even like think you're attractive. Like, it's more so just like, not that you don't think you're attractive in general, but when it comes to this person, I feel like there are a lot of like insecurities and things from the past, like kind of gunking up the works for you guys, or for you especially. And again, you have this like very mental energy, so I feel like you like sit there and you're like, oh my god, but if this person was really attracted to me, like why would he pick this person over me? Like, why would he have, or she, but I'm just gonna say he, but because it's a girl in this picture, well, it's a guy here, but why would this person have like left me for this other person? Why would they have like not wanted to be with me and decided to just go like, you know, in their player energy for a while? Because I feel like there was like a period, even though I know I said I wasn't going to talk about your situation, I feel like I can't help but see it. But I feel like there was like a period in the past where this person maybe wasn't sure about you. Like I said, love isn't their like priority, and I feel like it is like a priority for you. Whether that will change, again, that's not what we're looking into. But if and when this does come together, I feel like these issues could present themselves. So I feel like try to make peace with the past as much as you can. With any, I feel like your emotions and your pride will be like affected, that have been affected in the past, or kind of, it's gonna like come up again. It's almost like it dampened your fire because you don't feel attractive anymore to this person, because you feel like, well, if I was really attractive to them, why did they not want to be with me? Like, you know, something like that, where it's like this sad little feeling that's kind of just making you not feel the best about yourself. Maybe you almost feel like your person owes you and that's why you're like, I want to be treated like a queen. Like it's almost kind of like something else to like look out for, like where it's like you feel like bad about yourself and then you feel like overconfident about yourself. Like it's like that's out of balance. Maybe like your sense of pride is like a little bit out of balance. Your person over here are completely different view on sex with you. Like they're like, yes, like this is all I want. It looks like they almost do want to treat you like a queen. Look, there's grapes. Yep, they're like, yes, like I will take care of you. Like I will, like I feel like they see you as a very sensual person. I feel like they could want to bring food into it because there is all that food on them. Like they could just associate you with like that Venus energy, like that Taurus energy, like that good life, good food, good drink. We would like bang it out and just, like it would be amazing. It would be like decadent, you know what I mean? Gourmet kind of sex. Then we have like, first of all, they feel like it would be so satisfying with the 10 of Wands and the 10 of Pentacles. Like the 10 of Wands is like, like over like sexual frustration sometimes I get from that card because it's like 10 wands. It's like they could just like throw you down right now and just like, whoa, like just they feel like it would be so satisfying like to have sex with you, and it would be such a beautiful like sensual like it would just feel so good in like a sexual way that would just be like like they have the mirror up here. Like I feel like they want to see you from every angle. I feel like they love your body from like every angle. I feel like they just want to like grab onto you like and just take it on home, like wherever they like, no matter where you are. But I'm like happy that this came through because I feel like you don't feel attractive to your person, and I do not think that you have to worry about that like at all. Like your own issues, yes, like if you feel like a certain way and you need to forgive the past, like blah blah blah, but whatever happened in the past is not because this person was not attracted to you. Like that is not even like a factor like at all. I just have to say. So I like that we're ending on that note. I love it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this reading, got something out of it. I will catch you in the next one, okay? Bye. Nope. Hold on. Hey guys, so if you chose pile 3 and the selenite heart, this is going to be a reading to see if you and your person, like check into the like compatibility between you and your person. So let's see what we got here. We have the 7 of Wands. Oh, same card in the last pile. All right, these cards are like doing their own thing here. The 9 of Cups. These are your cards. Hold on. Okay. We have the 7 of Pentacles and the 8 of Swords for your energy. For your person's energy, we have the 9 of Wands. We have the 10 of Cups. Okay. We have the 3 of Pentacles. And we have the 2 of Swords. Okay, so what are we seeing here? First of all, I feel like with the 7 of Wands and the 9 of Wands, I feel like you could be a lot more aggressive and sort of like willing to fight than your person is. You could also be a lot like almost like stronger and like domineering than them. Like if you're in a fight, like you could start like going off and like scare the shit out of them or something, because like the way I'm seeing this, you see how all these wands are like pointed at this person here? It's almost like I feel like this person literally like comes like charging like a bull and like gets all of them, and like this is the last person left with all these wands like smoked out. Like this person came and like eviscerated all these people, like maybe with their words. Like I'm getting a very strong Mars energy. Like this person could have like a Mars in Aries, like which would be like whoa, or like Scorpio or something, where they just like don't play. Like if you come at them, like you're gonna regret it. Like, you know what I mean? Like don't fight with this person. Like I feel like they could like eviscerate you. Like literally like it's like this person's like, oh shit, like what did I just like get myself into? Like, don't like come at this person unless you're prepared for like what's gonna come back to you. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because like you won't even know like what hit you. Like, and honestly, like this could be someone that is a little bit like, I mean, that could like hit you. I mean, I hate to, I'm not saying like that is not for everybody at all. Like, you know, this could be with words, but I would be remiss to not say like that could be like a potential here. Like, this is a very like, I feel like this person has a tendency, I feel like they see it as defending themselves. I don't feel like they're just going to come at you for no reason, but if you do like try to like, say you try to make them jealous or something, like you're mad that you feel like, oh, like I'm just going to try to make this person jealous, I feel like I need some attention or whatever. Like, oh wait, I'm saying it backwards again. Oh my god, maybe I should just switch them. But okay, so if it's you, like I feel like you could have the tendency to sort of like be a little maybe violent. Like, again, not everybody watching, but like if you do have those tendencies and you know it, or to say really like cutting remarks and things like that, but like just, you know, you could have some issues with like anger management or something. I feel like you have a very sharp tongue and you don't like to look stupid, and like you will like fight to show that you're not, like, if that makes sense. Your person maybe could be here a little bit of a little scaredy cat, or they could like kind of think they're hot shit until they like kind of step to you, and then they're like, oh, like, you know, this person kind of just like beat me at my own game or something like that with the 9 of Wands. Just the way this person looks shook on the card, like I feel like, yeah, you're definitely somebody that doesn't like isn't playing. Like, don't mess with me unless you're prepared for like the shitstorm that I'm gonna bring your way. I'm kind of getting that vibe. When we get to like the 9 of Cups and the 10 of Cups, I feel like you're somebody that spends a lot of time alone. Like, we have the Crab here. I feel like in your little hermit shell. I feel like you could like to drink and things like that. I feel like you are pretty chill. Like, oh, there's like a calico. I feel like you could be somebody that, what was I just saying? Okay, so I feel like your person, let's just start with that because like I'm getting a clearer picture for that. I feel like your person is somebody that likes to be around a lot of people. Maybe they're like super tight with their family, and like maybe you're not. So like there's like that sort of discrepancy where like there's like that imbalance where maybe your person's always like has a lot of friends or always with their people, and you're sort of like doing your own thing on your own, maybe just a home with your pet, or like in your little hermit shell, which I'm not saying is bad. It doesn't look like either party is like upset here, so this could be something that's like actually good for you, where it's like you're able to sort of be a little bit like apart from each other, or you'll end up like joining the family. Like, I can't really see that, but where it's almost like you enjoy your alone time, so it's okay for you if this person wants to go like spend time with their family or something like that. They could be like a little bit more codependent and you could be more independent, or like hyper independent. I'm getting sort of like a hyper independent vibe. And don't be scared about that violent thing. If like you're like, I'm not violent, like I'm not trying to offend anybody, but like I was saying, like I do kind of see like somebody that with a very tough, strong, like aggressive energy, which doesn't mean violence, but I just feel like it kind of could. If, you know, if it resonates, you'll obviously know. But yeah, I feel like you could sort of, your person could be into more sort of like wholesome activities, like a picnic and things like that, whereas like you could be into more like playing beer pong or like, you know, drinking games and things like that. Like, you like to have fun that way. The 9 of Cups can be like a little bit selfish, but more just like self-indulgent. Like, whereas I feel like your person is more so into like the energy of the group and the family and wanting to like be social and things like that, whereas you just maybe are filling a void, or you like to really indulge in certain things, and it's more of like a solitary activity or something like that. And then moving down to the Pentacles here, I feel like you could be in a very comfortable sort of financial situation, where you have your own space, like your own independence. That's like the biggest theme that I'm getting here. I feel like you're alone on every single card, and for your person, there's like 3 people here. There's like a family here. Even on this card, I feel like this person like had people around them and stuff like that. So like the wands are broken, even though the hands are technically on your card. It's like they're not like people you're hanging out with. It's like people coming at you or something like that. So I feel like you're more of a loner and your person's more of like a social butterfly. But yeah, I feel like you're like a little bit more established. You're more chill in your life. Like you maybe have like a cushy job, a comfortable job. Like it's a very steady sort of a thing. And your person could be trying to like work their way up. This is like apprentice energy. You could be waiting for a promotion or something right now, but like your person is more so maybe trying to like get back to the drawing board and like figure out what they're doing. They could have just like lost their job. They could be like looking for a new job. They could be just wanting to like switch careers and do something creative. I'm noticing the paintbrushes in the hands. Like you could have maybe like a more stable, like everyday sort of job, and they could be wanting to be a little bit more artistic or do something like that, like collaborate with people and even do something on social media or something like that, where they have like a team or something like that. Like, I don't know, like, or they care a lot about their image and like what they're projecting. Like I'm getting that's like a screen that people watch. Like, so maybe your person like does something like that. But yeah, they're definitely, I feel like as far as like the money game, like you're like ahead of them as far as like stability goes. Whereas like maybe they like live at home or something like that. That's something that I'm getting, and you're like on your own. And so there's like that difference there. Whereas like when you're home, like you have alone time, but then when your person's home, they're like surrounded by people all the time, like something like that. But as far as your values go, and things like that, I feel like I'm not getting any bad energy from this. I feel like you both do have like really good values that maybe are pretty compatible, because when you put the 7 and the 3 of Pentacles together, it makes like the 10 of Pentacles. So I almost feel like there is that potential for like long-term stability in this connection. Like you have similar values and things like that, even though like you are both pretty like a little bit, I wouldn't even say that you're different, because I I don't know. Like I feel like this person looks like this person on the card. So maybe like it's like a green dress and the same sort of a hat. So maybe like your person needs like a lot of help and things like that, and you're like, they ask you for advice a lot, and you're like sort of like the more like master and they're like the apprentice, and you've like helped them figure out a lot of things and help them with their success. Moving on to the swords energy, I can see that you both kind of shut down here, like when you're in an argument. I feel like your person could be almost like a little reckless sometime with their words and communication. Like they don't really think things through. I'm getting like sort of an impulsive energy, which is weird from the 2 of Swords. Whereas I feel like or they could like shut down and cut you off. I'm getting like makeup breakups where like this person just like stops talking to you, and there's just like a total like, they're both blindfolded, you're both not looking at each other, you're both like feeling trapped in a room. This person, it's like a shot in the dark I'm getting. So maybe like it's like this thing where you get in like a big fight, and then it goes like, it's like a hot fire, and then it's like cold as ice. It's like, and then it like there's a lot of like energy expended in trying to like fix the damage that was just inflicted from like the last round I'm getting. And like the shot in the dark, where it's like when this person will maybe just be like, just randomly like send you communication out of nowhere, and you're just like, what the fuck? Like, like it's not like a really stable. I'm not really getting that it's super stable. The communication between you guys, it could be very like combative, and then like nothing, like, you know what I'm saying, like very extreme. I'm getting the energy of like extremes here. So okay, that was like a lot. Like, let's see the sexual compatibility. This is going to be like how you, like, I guess like view sex, just like your end on the sexual spectrum and theirs, and just see what I see. Okay, so for pile 3, what is their sexual energy? Oh, we have the 2 of Cups. What a beautiful card. And the 9 of Pentacles. Okay, now for your person, their sexual energy. I got 3. I just want 2. What is pile three's person sexual energy? Oh, all right. We have the Queen of Swords. And the Eight of Wands. Okay. I feel like your person is very like hot and cold when it comes to sex. I feel like they could almost like withhold sex as like a punishment, or like, now you're not getting any of this, and sort of like things like that. But I feel like they do miss you and like think about you even if they are doing that. I feel like they could go like really cold on you and you like don't hear from them. Like when I'm saying these like makeup breakups, like on and off, your relationship could be very on and off. A lot of fighting and things like that. And like I was saying, they'll withhold sex or their own like time from you. Even though like they are missing you, it's like they won't be the first one to like fold. Whereas with you, you see your, but then we have the Eight of Wands here, sorry. So it's like they do really enjoy the sex with you. Like they feel like, I mean, she's like grabbing her own chest over there, like, huh, like whoa. Just like really, really enjoying the experience of it. And it's like almost like similar colors here where, you know what I'm saying? Like I feel like you both feel like when you have sex, it's like almost like you feel like you're making love, I'm kind of getting. It's a very sentimental, like Cancer kind of a feel I'm getting, even though this is the Eight of Wands, but there's also like that it gets dirty, but only because like the love is so like pure, if that makes sense. Like I don't know, but then yeah, I feel like with you, like you really do, like you miss your person. This was coming through in pile one as well, where it's like, you know, that they go cold and stuff and you don't get access to them all the time, and it's like you really miss them when they're not there. And I feel like you almost like romanticize, you could really love your person's hair. I feel like you like romanticize this person. You almost like look back on your sexual encounter. You could be like broken up with this person right now, because I feel like I'm almost getting a vibe of you like looking back on the past with like rose colored glasses and just like wishing you had like you could do it one more time, or like have a piece of it to like hold on to. And I feel like your person is like kind of holding their ground here. They feel like they could be like checking in on you, looking at your pictures and things like that, but they're maybe not budging, like as far as, even though I think they are thinking about it and they like reminisce on the times with you too. It does have that romantic feel, but not as much as you. It's also like the fiery, like whoa, like they feel like they look on those times with like, oh, that was like some amazing sex. Hi Quinn. Oh, Quinn. Hello Quinn. So thank you for destroying the pile. Thank you Quinn. But yeah, so all right, I guess that is what I got for your compatibility with your person reading. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you guys did, please like, comment, or subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next reading. Okay, bye.